Okay, so it's very lovely that now we have Zohar with us as well. We're more or less getting there now with all the parts together. So I was going to guide a meditation in a short little while, and I just wanted to share a little bit of this sense of the middle way, the middle path, middleness. And so you may know or agree that it's a way that we can conceive of the Dharma as being really a core teaching, is this middle way between extremes. A middle way between extremes. And there are many examples in the teachings that speak of this. You know, one of the examples that the Buddha spoke about around his awakening, you may remember, he went through a very, very extreme ascetic path, like almost completely annihilating the physical body, really racking the nervous system, really straining, what the heart and the mind can go through. And then realized, no, I didn't do it. And earlier in the life had lived as a prince with affluence and dancers and rich foods and all that kind of thing. I thought, no, that didn't bring deep, lasting happiness. And I had this memory, some childhood memory of sitting with ease, watching life unfold, and thought, actually, maybe there's something in this. As a practice, as a development, something can be cultivated. And then, sits down with real ardency. I'm going to discover this. Dives in into the experience, into the middleness between these extremes. Having tasted the extremes, finding this middleness. And for what? This teaching of the middle way, to ease dukkha, to ease distress, to ease disharmony, to ease rejection, to ease most of the things that we shared as our intentions for being here. All could be brought into place, have this support in the middle way. So when we're looking for a middle way, the invitation, what helps us find a middle way? Oftentimes, I find, us humans, we think in binaries, it's on or it's off. I'm suffering, oh no, I'm not suffering. I'm agitated, no, I'm not agitated. I'm generous, or I'm not generous. And all of these things can be really helpful to see, actually they're all a spectrum. Very, very, very generous, very, very, very not generous. And we move through these spectra of our existence. And to find a middle way, first we have to see, this is a spectrum. What I used to call I was or I was not. I am or I'm not. It is or it is not. What would happen if I see it this way? Already, just the power of that question can really open something. There's a certain freedom of, okay, there's this movement. And then the next question then is, can I move along it? This is really the skill building. And it's actually based on one of the really core central teachings. In Pali called samudaya. On what does this depend? What conditions can I play with? What ingredients can I bring in? What ways of meeting experience might help me move along this spectrum of many spectra? What's going to help that movement? Perhaps another interesting concept that we can play with is not thinking we have to be balanced. Not thinking, middle way, it's balanced between two extremes. But more, perhaps, it's a sense of balancing. I mean, is there anything in the world that we can think of that we say it is balanced, that it wouldn't be a little bit more accurate to say it's balancing? That bird is balanced on the wire. You look closely, the tail goes up, the tail goes down, you know, oh, it's moving now. That ship is balanced in the water, its keel is deep, it's balanced. No, it's moving, flowing, appropriately adjusting. It's alive, it's dynamic, it's sensitive. Yeah. It's appropriate. You know, Ajahn Chah, one of the great modern meditation masters, you know, apparently was, someone said, oh, you know, you're so confusing to listen to. Like sometimes you're saying to people go right, sometimes you're saying to people go left. It's like, you should make up your mind. He says, no, it's not that. Very clear, but it's almost like I'm walking down a path behind someone, and you see that, I say, oh, you've gone off to the right. Go left, go left. It's like, you know, make more effort. Apply yourself more, whatever that is. You know, you walk down, oh, that one's gone off into the left side. Go right, relax, open, release. So what do you want me to do? You're listening to other people's advice, you know. It's like, for you, go left. Right now, that's not that left, the other left. Go right a little bit. You know, just constantly, can we play that? Can we play that? And not just think, oh, meditation is about accepting everything. It's about accepting everything. Maybe, right now, and maybe that's worked really well, but then it might come to a point, and actually, but not that. That's unhelpful, unskillful. That actually, no, I need to let go of that. I need to not do that. Yeah? Middle way needs deep listening, but creative listening, creative responses. Yeah. You can have this kind of middle way between, this is a kind of a middle way, an insight into how do things come together, the samudaya. Things come into being dependent on other things. That's really interesting. We can dive into that more later. You know, really taps into what experience is like. But normally, everyday worldly beings, yeah, have a sense, you know, the world phenomena is independent of the heart and mind that experiences it. Yeah, the world is the world, and sometimes it annoys me, and sometimes it delights me, and sometimes it's, you know, paid attention to by me, and sometimes it's ignored by me. But the world is the world. It kind of has its independent existence, and I have my independent existence. I'm kind of part of the world some of the time, but the world is the world, and mind is mind, heart and mind here. And then you can listen to teaching and say, well, you know, the whole of this, this room of beings that we appear to be in, only exists in the heart and mind. Nowhere else it is. All of this, I'm in your heart and mind. Thanks for letting me in, here I am. That's where I am. I'm in your experience, in your awareness. And so is everyone else. And we say, well, is there a world outside of this projection in this heart and mind? No, it's not. You know, another extreme, yeah. World is out there, it's independent, it's isolated. Oh, no. It's all in here. It's all just a mess of my own. It's just, you know, what they call a controlled hallucination. You know, just, oh, maybe this is all a dream. Yeah, it's just all a dream. That's what the Buddha said. It's all just a dream, an illusion. No, he didn't say that. He said it's a bit like an illusion. It's a bit like an illusion. Not that it is an illusion. A middle way between this. The world is not independent. The world is not only mind. Skillful way of relating. It's shaped by the heart and mind. Shaped by the heart and mind. Different moods appear, different worlds. It's not independent. Yeah. It doesn't make sense to think it's mind only. Why would we think that? Why would we come to one conclusion and not another? Yeah. And then this samudaya. See how it comes and goes. See how it comes and goes. See how. See how it changes. why it changes. When I do what changes? Another middle way that might be worth thinking about, contemplating about, is that the middle way of attention. Yeah. So this spectrum here. So, really distracted. And this other end, focused, really focused. Laser beam, focus. Both of these can be dukkha. Yeah, really can. Both can be stressful. And this kind of getting focused, getting concentrated can start to become, how many present moments have I been with? Yeah, just tick them off. Present moment, yes. Present moment, yes. Present moment, yes. I'm not actually with them. I'm not actually engaged in them. Yeah, the focusing, the concentratedness might get too grippy over there, and the distractedness, inattentiveness. It's still a bit too loose. Anything can happen. I don't mind. It's all blah, blah, blah. Didn't really notice, but I think it's doing all right. These two kind of extreme ideas of practice, and there's something else. It just took a few minutes at the beginning. It's just gathering together, body, heart, mind, an invitation to a gathering. It can be very, very gentle, maybe, if that's what's needed. It can be really intensely held, if that's what's needed. But we're aligning with sensitivity, with this balancing, with this aliveness, with this deep listening. Yeah. And the question then is a question of quality. How am I meeting this moment? And the beauty of that question is it doesn't matter if you've just missed a lifetime of moments, present moments. It just matters this one. How are you meeting this one? But the beauty of sustained practice actually means we're getting more skillful in staying present, in being present. Yeah? So this middle way question is the quality of our attention. And then we can really play with the mode of our attention. Yeah, this breath, can I really get into it? Really get into it. All the way through. This sound, can I really hold the space for this? All the way through. That quality of the attention starts to guide quantity. Quantity takes care of itself. But just when you come back, remembering that, the quality of the attention is what matters. There's kind of a spectrum between rushing and just stopping. I've got here, I'm going to stop. Or I keep rushing. Going through those two. In between there, it's kind of a slowing down. Yeah. Letting things relax, letting things settle. Yeah. Certain traditions speak of a clear forest pool. There all the sediment has gone down. It's gone down. Something's clearing. In that slowing down, it's that resisting that temptation just to stir. What's in there? It's stirring up as we look. Letting that sensitivity support us. It's also a middle way of posture. Yeah. Such an alive middle way for us. Like, we don't tend to sit still. And now we've decided to sit still. And we don't want to get tight. We want to stay fluid, yeah. I think if anything, we want to kind of imagine we're unblocking a stream through our posture. Yeah, not blocking it up. So something wants to flow, the body wants to flow. If sitting on the floor isn't the most comfortable position for you in life, maybe don't sit on the floor, sit on a chair. If that's more comfortable, if that feels that there's more flow, to be in tune, just check in with that. We actually only made these statues of the Buddha and Kuan Yin sitting on the floor because the sculptor didn't know how to do a chair. You tried chair, wonky legs. It doesn't look like a chair. And so I do them on the floor. I do them on the floor. That's the only reason they're like that, you know. And so after that, then years and years of meditation centers just started only giving people cushions on the floor. Saved expenses and this kind of thing. So if you're not comfortable there, we can get more chairs. But like, just remembering, it's like in this posture, we're looking for the stability. We're looking for being, well supported, well balanced, not creating a lot of back pain, and whatever supports you to do that, use it. Yeah, that middle way of posture. It's nature's body that we inherit and we look after, nurture. It's a part of the world. It's a part of the world. How you look after this represents how you look after the world. It's not some difference. Yeah, it's not some. I care about the world, but I do what I like to this. So look after it. Also respect it. And also don't expect that you're going to have a pain-free experience necessarily. Yeah. Body sends signals, sends messages. Hey, I'm not used to sitting still so long. So there's not some perfect posture, that we can get into. But what supports you? And for some of us, it's definitely going to be sitting on the floor, cross-legged. Definitely. It's a great posture. Love it. But for some of us, it's going to be sitting in a chair. For some of us, it's going to be changing between them. One sitting on the floor, one sitting in a chair, one sitting on the stool with the legs this way. Yeah. Tomorrow at 12 o'clock, we'll have a posture session where you can kind of check in with what's helpful. We're just watching out for the image in our mind that's fixed. It's not balancing, it's fixed. So, real meditators sit on one cushion. I found myself thinking that at one time. No cushion. There's someone here with no cushion. Okay. They've even taken their mat away. They've even started to scrape away the carpet. They're going right down to the concrete. They're the real meditator. It's that image of like, what? You really think it's about that? Mind? You've made it into something fixed, something narrow. It's actually something flexible, something fluid, something alive, something sensitive. Yeah. So there's all these possible ways of seeing a middle way. See, did I get fixed? Did something get blocked? Can it start to flow again? Be creative. Be appropriate. But if you're sitting on the floor, more cushions, many times, is the more appropriate response. Yeah. And when we're going down that path, we've gone off one way. Keep trying things. Too many cushions. Now I'm wobbling. Yeah. One cushion less. Support the knees. Support everything. Get supported. Yeah. Real exploration as we go through this is just going to be seeing when we can open the space a little bit more to our experience, open some contraction. And of course anything can be overdone, but many, many times for us, allowing a little bit more space into our experience, and that can be relaxing through the body, relaxing that space, allowing the awareness that's revealing our experience to include the space behind, the space above, the space in front. Just doing that allows in a bit more. So we can open the body, open the mind, open the heart, and bring in more kindness. Into that space. Just allow the kindness to support us. Not pushing away the experience so much, not pulling it towards us. I like that, get smaller. You're not pulling in, not pushing away. You're not welcome here. This part of me, this sound, this sensation, it's not welcome here. Start to soften that, open that space. It's another kind of middle way between pushing away, between pulling towards. And that's why I wanted to share. There's a little bit of a sense of like ways that we can play with this, and you'll find your own, and we'll offer some more, and they'll get more concrete and more clear as we go through. So it's not something to grapple, to grasp. Hopefully it feels out of reach already. We'll find the freedom and ease for easeful release, in this middle way. It really can be a wide and wonderful path. It's about release, relief from dukkha. This is all what this exists for. Release from stress, distress, disharmony, conflict with existence, reactivity. So that calls for this balancing, calls for seeing the spectrums, calls for sensitive presence. We can get to know our experience. And a willingness at times to play with what's needed. Can I try this? See what happens.
Thank you for listening. To learn how you can support the teachers and Dharma Seed, please visit dharmaseed.org/donate.